Is that your real hair? Sir, I'm Sergeant Grimes, Boardman Police.
Yes.
Need you to come back in the office with me, okay? Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
None at all? No knives?
Yeah,
No guns? Okay.
Nothing at all.
All right.
Okay.
Right back here. All right.
Hey, want me?
Right here.
You can sit right there.
All right, you're here to get what?
An ID
Okay. For who?
for me.
Okay, what's your name? Do you have anything on you that identifies?
I have my birth certificate.
Okay.
I have a W-2.
Okay. All right, can I see the birth certificate? Okay. Yeah, where you live now?
Over on the west side.
What city and state were you born in? Do you know your social security number?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Am I supposed to give it to you? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. The reason that we are here is information that we're getting with the social security number you provided
Okay.
is for a deceased person.
I should be. For as much of a druggie as I was back in the day.
Okay.
They brought me back more than once with Narcan, but there shouldn't have been a death certificate.
Absolutely. I agree with you there.
I have my associate back in the office sending me the full record.
With your prior, in the past, history of drug abuse, were you ever arrested, jailed, like booked, fingerprint photographs taken?
Not all the way, no. No.
Okay. Interesting. But you were that much of a user, but you never had any contact with law enforcement where you were arrested, huh?
I don't know if you want to call it lucky or unlucky.
Okay. With that hair, I'm having trouble seeing your eyes, your eye color. Okay. When's the last time you had an ID or license in Ohio?
Oh, it's been over 10 years.
So where have you been up to now?
Where have I been?
Yeah, where have you been staying?
I've been staying with, I just moved back to the area like 4 or 5 months ago.
Where were you then?
Got a job just doing general contracting.
Where were you before?
Okay. Do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Any scars over
No.
3 inches long?
Not really, no.
No? Okay. Is that your real hair?
No.
Okay. Why would you come to the DMV with a wig on to get an ID made?
Do I have the right to wear whatever I want to wear?
I'm just saying, if I'm going to go get an ID made, it's going to be of my likeness, not.
I always dress like this and appear like this, so
Interesting.
changed it while I was in.
Any other forms or anything? No.
I have 3 credit cards in my name. It doesn't really serve as ID, but
Does that information on the social have a date for deceased?
4/11/15. Shows a tattoo on his right shoulder.
All right. You should take your coat off for me.
I'm not going to comply with that.
Oh, you're not?
Right.
Okay. All right. We're doing an investigation here. You understand that, right?
Okay.
Okay. So why would you not want to show me your right shoulder?
I mean, as soon as you guys hauled me back here, I can remember an attorney friend of mine and another cop friend of mine. He said, just don't ever answer any questions or cooperate at all. So
Okay.
I feel like I've cooperated enough. I'm willing to cooperate any further.
Let me get my cruiser closer. I'm going to run that information.
He's going to pull up they're sending me the full photo history.
Okay. Great. He can't even say that he's a different.
Yeah.
Because he's presenting himself by social as the dead guy.
Yeah.
So I think we have more than enough to.
In our world, if this would have been processed, we would hit him with identity theft, forgery, tampering with records.
Yeah.
At the minimum.
Right. I mean, he's attempted identity theft. So
plus, not to mention possession of criminal tools.
I think we have more than enough probable cause to make that arrest. Right here in front of you, okay?
I'm Sergeant Patton with the Boardman Police Department. Right now you're being placed under arrest. Before answering any questions, you must understand what rights are guaranteed to you by the Constitution of the United States. You may refuse to answer any questions, for anything that you say may be used either for or against you in the event that this case should come to trial. You have the right to have an attorney present before and during the time of questioning. If you cannot afford the services of an attorney, one must be provided for you. If you desire an attorney, there can be no questioning until the attorney is present. If you do consent to answer any questions without the presence of an attorney, do you understand those rights?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. You going to tell me your name? Or are you going to be John Doe in the county?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
John Doe's sit for a long time.
Yeah. Do you have any weapons on you?
I don't answer questions.
Fair enough. So that we are on the same page, you are refusing to tell me your name, correct?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Just making sure.
I think you look better without the wig, man.
Attempted tampering with records?
Sarge,
Yes.
this ID, I don't even know if this is him with his name on it. Because this says he's 5'7".
Well, here's your other answer.
He's got a different ID, too.
This
Neil
is
Kennedy.
going to be a long day.
Yeah, he's John Doe. He is John Doe.
I would say, wouldn't you?
Here's the thing, though. If he would have succeeded with this one, he would have gotten an ID with that other guy's information and his photo anyway. So I'm going to have to go back and figure out who these other IDs actually are.
Do we think this is him? Do we know?
The 6'8"? Well, no, because that one's 5'7". So we're going to say no. This one's more likely, but we'll go back to the office and figure it out.
206.
This one's the 6'8" with blue eyes. Neil Richard Kennedy. This is the second ID that you found.
6'8"?
He's tied up right now, 2019.
Well, could be. He's tall.
Copy is
It is Neil Kennedy.
Sorry, do you want to run this one?
Negative.
This is the second ID they found.
copy.
So we don't know. We don't know if any of this is his.
How many socials do we have in here?
Quite a few. Got another one right here.
So this one was issued in Lawrence County.
Okay.
This one was issued here.
Not quite sure how you think that I got a different person's photograph on an ID. If I was
I know exactly how you did, but it's exactly what you were trying to do right here. You know, the question of how you would get your face on somebody else's ID. See, this is what I do for a living. So why are you in possession of this ID then?
I have a power of attorney for that person. Full power of attorney.
Hey, did you catch Neil Kennedy for OVI? Big tall guy? Big tall guy? Okay. I'm going to send you a picture. Tell me if it's him, all right?
Hey, we have his driver's license photo. What phone do you want that sent to?
I have his driver's license in front of me. I was wanting to know if we had a booking photo from last time. Okay.
Stand by. We didn't see a booking photo.
Pretty amazing that you can get a birth certificate in 2020 on a guy that died in 2015.
Is that mail the one from the scooter the other day? Yeah, affirmative. I think 2033 was out with him at another point. I don't know if he ended up logging his OL. I don't know if it was a DAB or a crash when he was out with him.
But I can't even see it, so. Vision isn't so great.
Uh, 2011, 2019, 2045 of us is positive, 100%.
We went and booked under Neil Kennedy then.
Ricky's 100% sure it's him. Now, the fingerprints, I'm assuming, are going to match from his OVI back in.
Have Glenn reach out and let me know for sure.
Okay.
That way I don't chase my tail too far.
That's aggravating, but at least we're not fighting with the guy. You know what I mean? I understand he's got to do what he's got to do, what he thinks he needs to do, but
Yeah, I get it.
as long as you're not a complete idiot, but that's, wants to fight, then.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather not tussle in a small space.
Yes.
I've never been in a physical altercation in my life, somehow.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Your height's probably got a lot to do with it. You guys are like, I ain't gonna fight this guy.
But yeah, pick on somebody easier, I guess.
Go ahead.
Yep. So hypothetically, this guy's traveling around in a motorhome with no plates. Comes in, tries to get a dead guy's ID. A guy who's been dead since 15.
Got a birth certificate for him in 2020. Yes, even though the dude's been dead
Right.
for 5 years, they give him a birth certificate.
So, are we sure that we even processed him under the right name? That was kind of why I told Robbie to leave it as
Okay.
that.
Well, however you want to do it.
Thought,
Yeah.
just to
But I
verify.
mean, when they do print them, he should have been printed for the OVI.
Back then, we
Yeah, that's true. We only started that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many other names could come up. Because
Right.
I don't think this is his
You're right.
first
Yeah.
rodeo.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I told him
Yeah.
to continue on.
All right. Sounds good. So just keep all the IDs, even Neil Kennedy's and all that.
I would say
And the
we
weight.
can always return.
Yeah. Because to me, that does not look like him. But I mean, issued September 2022. Yeah.
That's his old one.
Yeah.
That's this one. I just don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I figure what's it hurt
Right.
at this point?
Yep. So there's an RV out there with no plates.
And a scooter with
He was
no
using the scooter.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand. I'll give you a hand. Where did?
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, let's get him out to the car.
Yeah.
Passenger side of 12. This is going to be fun.